If anyone walked out of the Hudson Hawk movie with a smile, it was probably because they tripped on the popcorn bucket on the way out. No, I'm kidding. The movie was quite funny back in 1991 when I was still a kid. Thankfully, however, the Ocean game adaptation from the special effects team is leagues better, ditching cinematic misery for a cracking arcade adventure platformer. It stars a plucky, sunglass-sporting sprite who is allegedly supposed to be Bruce Willis. However, given his lack of wisecracks and an absence of the trademark constipated gorilla grin and need for cappuccino coffees, we'll just call him not Bruce. In Hudson Hawk, Leonardo da Vinci actually cracks the alchemical code with the help of a plot-convenient magical crystal that splits into 3 parts. Fast forward to the modern era, and a pair of fabulously wealthy but certifiably unhinged villains, Darwin and Minerva Mayflower, hatch a scheme to assemble the crystal, turn the world's lead into gold, and subsequently crash the global economy. Naturally, to execute their batty plan, they need the help of Hudson Hawk, the world's best cat burglar, and possibly its most reluctant hero, fresh out of prison and coerced back into action with a mix of threats and sheer bad luck. The game kicks off with you tasked to steal a priceless horse statue from a swanky New York museum. After the charming loading screen vanishes, you'll find yourself on the museum roof. From here, it's a straightforward descent through 10 floors of traps, guards, and let's not forget, the occasional bum-biting Rottweiler. Yes, dog lovers beware. Hudson Hawk is practically a canine convention. Dobermans, dachshunds and other furry foes are everywhere. If you've got a doggy phobia, this game might not be for you.
Bunny! Bubba!
Bruce's sprite is compact, to put it generously. While he may look like someone tried to compress Bruce Willis into a suitcase, the backgrounds are a visual delight packed with detail and variety. The lift sequences, showing you zooming between floors, are a particularly nice touch. Armed with an infinite supply of tennis balls, because nothing screams master thief like a Wimbledon arsenal, Hawk can either pelt enemies or resort to fisticuffs. Get hit though and you'll lose health, and maybe a little dignity. Progress is steady but engaging, with platforming, enemy encounters, and traps like lasers that electrify poor Bruce in glorious comic fashion. Think Rick Dangerous. Once inside, things only get tougher. Security guards with clubs and guns, ceiling-mounted laser turrets, and enough traps to fill a spy movie will definitely keep you on your toes. Mastering the timing to sneak past all this takes practice, but it's undeniably satisfying when you finally grab that horse. Next up is the Vatican, where the crystal hunt has taken you underground. If you thought museums were hazardous, wait until you see this place. Impaling spears, mischievous air ducts, and the architectural equivalent of good luck finding your way out. Graphically, it's another triumph, with atmospheric shading and clever animations. Watch out for those air ducts fluttering ominously before sucking you in like an overzealous vacuum. And the enemies? Parachuting grannies and ballooning goons suggest the dev team might have seen a rough cut of the movie while under duress. These habit-clad guardians don't just scold you with a stern tut-tut, they're packing explosive surprises that could leave you praying for a miracle. As if homicidal nuns weren't enough, the Vatican sewers are crawling with pogoing lunatics, a challenge as bizarre as it sounds. The Vatican level even sprinkles in some light puzzle solving, with movable boxes and a neat final sequence requiring precision and stealth, a nod to Hawk's cat burglar credentials. Still, if you can survive the Vatican's labyrinthian sewers and holy booby traps, the codex you seek from this level is yours. The final level takes us to Da Vinci's castle, where the Mayflowers have rebuilt the alchemy machine. Naturally, Hawk has decided to turn on his loony employers and stop them from plunging the world into economic chaos, and probably a lot of very confused pencils. You get it? Because it turns lead into gold? You know, okay. By now, you'd expect the gameplay to shake things up a bit, but the formula remains largely the same. dodging, jumping, and puzzling your way past various hazards. That said, the castle's stunning backdrops and quirky enemies, including a cadre of eccentric sprites, keeps things fresh enough to maintain your interest. Even if the gameplay feels a bit linear by this point, the sheer polish and playability of the game make it hard to complain. Special effects, the geniuses behind the game, clearly put a lot of effort into this one. The visuals and audio are top notch, with slick animations making Hawk's every move a joy to watch. The game's multi-load from cassette might have raised an eyebrow back in the day, but thankfully we shouldn't have to worry about such things if playing from an emulator. But, for a change, Hudson Hawk was no run-of-the-mill movie tie-in. Ocean's usual cocktail of beat-em-ups and sliding puzzles had been swapped out for a quirky, visually rich platformer with slick gameplay and plenty of charm. Other nice touches like guard dogs throwing you off rooftops, air ducts sucking the life out of you, and gorgeously detailed level-end screens really do lift the level of quality with this game. I mean, let's be straight, it isn't quite the top dog of its genre, as I believe Rick Dangerous just edges it out, but it's still definitely worth firing up on your Commodore 64 and giving a whirl. The sharp backgrounds and toe-tapping soundtrack make it a pleasure to play, and its mix of action and puzzles keeps you on your toes. Dare I say, big thumbs up. It was the killer nuns. Need I say more? Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to let us know your thoughts and memories from playing this game in the comment section. As always, I do try to remind everyone that there are plenty more games just like this up on the various playlists on the channel, so check those out when you get chance. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss out on any future videos, covering more of these great Commodore titles on this epic trip down memory lane. It'd be a pleasure for you to join me, and with that, thanks again, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
Life doesn't get much better than this.